Without a doubt, in a time before anyone had even thought about something like Title IX, Sandy Shellworth Hildner's trailblazing, often groundbreaking, diverse, lifelong accomplishments most certainly contributed significantly to the building of the sport of skiing in Colorado. Sandy was born in 1944 in Annapolis, Maryland, where her father was an instructor at the U.S. Naval Academy. Soon after the war, the family moved to Boise, Idaho, where Sandy was a nationally ranked high school athlete in tennis and skiing, while also swimming competitively. She attended the University of Colorado so that she and future Hall of Famer Barbara Ferries Henderson could train with Bob Beatty, another celebrated Hall of Famer. In the pre-Title IX era, CU had only a men's ski team, but Sandy trained alongside the men while also competing as a member of the U.S. ski team.
Sandy was smart, a great athlete, and a humble person. Barbara Ferries was also in that same group. They wanted a place to train, and Bob Beatty had put together the center here in Boulder, and so the natural was at the University of Colorado.
The thing that was impressive about Sandra is she was competitive all the time. Then we showed up at the University of Colorado. Sandra would come up and train with us with the team, the ski team from CU with Beatty. And she'd come up and train slalom at St. Mary's Glacier. And the most impressive, she'd never complained. She was always right there working hard, and she had a focus on what she was doing.
During her 5-year career on the U.S. ski team, she won the 1963 U.S. National Slalom Championship at the age of 18, along with the 1967 Roach Cup Downhill in Aspen, and the 1967 U.S. National Giant Slalom in Missoula, Montana. Training later that day in Missoula, Sandy would suffer a severely broken leg. Desperately rehabilitating, she was selected to race the downhill at the 1968 Olympic Games in Grenoble, France, finishing 21st, while becoming the first woman Olympian from CU. She retired from the U.S. team in the spring of 1968.
She just did what was required to compete, and she did a great job. Very representative of the ski team, and was part of the team. That was the best part about her.
Following her competitive career, Sandy joined the Lang Boot Company, then located in Broomfield, Colorado. Her design and fabrication talents, as well as her expertise, were soon recognized, and she was put in charge of the company's prototype shop and its group of technicians. A female in a supervisory role important to the company was unusual and significant in the male-dominated ski industry of the time. When the Lang Company began to make dynamic skis in Broomfield, Sandy became a ski tester to help determine the best shape and flex profiles for the American-made models. While at Lang, Sandy served on the U.S. Olympic Committee's Athlete Advisory Committee.
First met her when she was working for the Lang Ski Company and Boot Company, and she was responsible for their technical area as well as management of their involvement in the U.S. ski team pool. And I quickly gained a lot of respect for her knowledge, her technical ability. She was a woman in a man's world, and she succeeded. She was really the first woman in the manufacturing side that I'm aware of that made a significant contribution.
Sandy was hired by Beaver Fowler and Chuck Lewis to be the head coach of the Winter Park ski team. The first female to hold the position, she guided the team for 4 seasons from 1974 to 1977. In addition, she served as a volunteer guide for 21 seasons for the Over the Hill gang at Copper Mountain. Founded by Hall of Famer Mo Mosley, the gang grew to 700 members while Sandy was a guide. She was instrumental in the offering of then uncommon women's clinics, run exclusively by women guides for women interested in improving their skills.
Sandy was very instrumental in getting the women's clinics started, and it was a great success. She was an extraordinary ski racer, as everyone knows, and a phenomenal person on the snow. She loved to share her knowledge, and she was so much fun to be with on the snow.
Off the slopes, Sandy's friend, Susan Grant Raymond, was commissioned by the town of Vail to create the sculpture entitled Uplift, featuring 4 life-size bronze skiers coming over a white marble mogul. Installed in 1986, the sculpture greets all visitors coming into Lions Head Plaza from the bus stop or the parking structure. Sandy played such an essential role in bringing the concept to fruition that Grant Raymond put Sandy's name on the bronze plaque along with her own.
And I told Sandy we had to figure this out, and without blinking, she went and got plumb bob and levels and rulers and so forth and tape measures and said it needs to be right here. So, okay. So then when the drill guy came, said here, and then the bronze came and it went right in. She just had so many areas of almost genius, and I couldn't have done that without her.
Similarly, when the artist won the commission for a 17-foot tall bronze statue honoring the 10th Mountain Division, she called on Sandy again to help her make the sculpture a reality. Entitled Military Mountaineers, the sculpture features a 10th Mountain Division veteran on top, belaying and welcoming a modern 10th Mountain Division soldier climbing up to join him. Constructed, cast, and finished in Colorado, the statue was installed in 1991 at Fort Drum, New York, the present home of the 10th, and now stands in front of the Fort Drum headquarters building, welcoming visitors and 10th Mountain Division soldiers to remind them of the 10th's courageous history. Sandy Shellworth Hildner was overcome by cancer in January of 2019. Whether it was as an athlete, a coach, a businesswoman, or a volunteer, Sandy served as a role model, demonstrating to other women and girls that with hard work and talent, a woman could represent Colorado and the U.S. at the highest level of international sport. We are pleased and honored to welcome Sandy Shellworth Hildner to the Colorado Snowsports Hall of Fame as a member of the class of 2023.